Hey, let's do a mailbag, huh? All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. We asked for some questions. You guys got them over here in a jiffy, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna turn this thing around fast.
Just like the United Postal Service, always getting your mail to you very, very fast.
Hell yes, we appreciate the postal service very much.
Speaking of fast, click that subscribe button so we can quickly get to 10K subscribers. We're almost there.
We're almost at 9,700. It's been a couple of good weeks. So we appreciate every single damn sub. And you know what? If you've subbed, you want to go a little bit further, hit that join member.
Oh,
Become
wow.
a member of the page. Let's go.
Wow. Exclusive content. Maybe
All right, we got like 7 questions. One of which we're not going to answer. Spoiler alert. But let's just rapid fire here. If you could trade for any defensive player in the league this year, who would it be?
Well, I actually saw the one that was actually rumored on Twitter. Chris Jones, the dingus. That guy's an absolute.
Rumored.
What?
Rumored for who?
It was on Twitter. Some guy put it out there, and
like the Vikings.
Yeah, having interest in it.
Some guy I bet has.
Well, no, it was not. It was not a reliable source, but he put it out there. I thought, you know what? That's the kind of guy I want. I want the guy up front who can disrupt the game, take over a game from the interior. When was the last time we had that? Kevin Williams, maybe in his heyday. I want to have that again, and Chris Dingus Jones is the man who can do it.
So you're dating Chris Jones?
I am.
Yeah, I was going back and forth on this one. I mean, Chris Jones was in it, but he's like 29, I think. I'm going younger. I'm going younger. It was either Sauce Gardner or Micah Parsons, and I actually think I'm gonna go Sauce Gardner. Dude's like 22, shut down corner. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Lock him up. So I'm going Sauce.
Sauce. Fun to have Sauce.
Saucy. Comments, as always, let us know what you would answer these questions. Someone wants to know who's going to score the first touchdown of the season and how long does it take?
Yeah, I'll let you start.
I'm gonna go a little bit different. I'm gonna say it's actually going to be KJ Osborne. KJ Osborne is going to get a nice 22-yard pass. Wham bam, right in the first quarter, first possession. KJ gets us on the board.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice to think about. We know what's nicer? When Johnny frickin' Munt catches a 2-yard touchdown pass, when everybody's giving attention to everybody else, Munt just sneaks out in the flats, easy peasy, can pretty much underhand. He's so wide open.
This Johnny is not the third preseason game in the fourth quarter.
Johnny Munt is getting it. He's going to get it.
All right. What is your prediction for the defense under Flores compared to what we saw last year?
What are they looking for? Overall ranking? Looking for how they're going to be?
Just maybe a little synopsis.
Well, I think it's going to be very aggressive, and maybe the aggressiveness will hurt us sometimes. Maybe it's going to help us. I think overall, I think we're going to end up middle of the pack somewhere. I mean, I'm going to say about 17th overall.
17th, yeah. I don't think anybody's anticipating a top 10 defense by any means. I think you're right. I think there's the types of flashes we're going to see are going to be so drastically different, and offenses are not going to expect it. We're just going to throw a lot of wrinkles, but overall, when it comes down to the rankings, 17, anything from 15 to 20, I think is fair, but I think we'll be 20 or higher, and I think it's going to be way different. I think the way we play is going to outweigh where we rank.
And I think it's going to be fun to watch our defense this year. You know, last year you're kind of just like, oh, shit, here we go. Yeah, we're up by 13 points with 2 minutes to go, but we don't feel safe because our defense is ass. We're going to be excited to watch the defense come out there and close out a game, finish this thing off, smell blood, and go for the kill. That's what they're going to do.
I also think there's going to be times where we just get absolutely singed, where he draws something up beautifully, but we got these young guys that are just, they're not there yet, and they're going to get absolutely smoked. Mm-hmm. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
100% it's going to happen.
All right, besides Addison and Ivan Pace, which rookie makes the biggest impact?
I'm going to go with one who I still think he's a little bit under the radar despite being a third-round pick, Mekhi Blackman. No one really talks about him that much, and I think he's going to have a big role in this team, and pretty much from the start, whether he's out there at nickel or wherever he's going to be, rotating with Caleb Evans outside. I don't know where he's going to be, but I think Mekhi Blackman is going to be very active very early in the season and going to put up some numbers this year.
Hell yes. Najee Thompson, done, signed, sealed, delivered. Special teams is going to be damn good. Najee Thompson is single-handedly going to get Matt Daniels a head coaching job in this league.
Well, also, I think the way Matt Daniels described Jalen Rager's body will probably do well in interviews too.
Absolutely. Let's see. How worried are you about Greg Joseph after his last game?
It's your turn.
I don't know. I'll never be confident with Greg Joseph until he proves us different, proves us wrong, and just goes out and lights it up. So I'm not worried about Greg Joseph. I'm not worried about him all. I expect him. My expectations for Greg Joseph is he's probably going to miss a 5 to 6 field goals and some extra points.
He's a Vikings kicker. We'll never feel safe. We'll never feel comfortable. But maybe he was trying something different with that kick. Maybe he was trying to like put some weird spin on it or try some new technique that he learned that he was just testing out. It was a preseason. Maybe that's why it was so gross. We don't know what was going on there. We don't know the context of that kick. It could have been all kinds of things going on there.
You actually think Greg Joseph this far into the league is all of a sudden going to try out a new technique?
It's a preseason. Maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he's like, I'm going to try to put some spin on this thing just for shits and giggles and hook this thing in.
Lupagus will always be, and he's proving it with this statement, a Greg Joseph apologist.
You don't know. It was the preseason. It doesn't matter.
I don't even have a response for that one.
I'm just saying, we don't know what was going on there.
I guarantee it. He wasn't trying some weird new move.
You don't know. You don't know.
I do.
Happen.
All right. If you were the GM and you could sign anyone off the streets right now, which free agent you signing?
You can go. Probably the same answer though.
No, I mean, it's easy to say Dalton Reisner, but clearly there's something not great with him. Nobody's signing him, and I doubt it's because of how much money he's asking for, because he's pretty decent. I'm going to Akeem Hicks. I'm going to the big man. I mean, maybe there's something wrong with him. He's not signing either, but we need that big boy up front, and I would love to see him in purple, like a real short contract.
I'm going to go Dalton Reisner. I just saw how horrible the depth is on this O-line. Yes, we got some help with Hugh Berry coming in and some other guys in the practice squad, but I still want somebody who's proven. So Dalton Reisner, bring him in, get this interior O-line some help with a veteran like Reisner.
All right, last question. This is one we're not answering. It's from T-Bass. It says, what's your prediction for win-loss this season? Let's get this on video for God and country to see. We're not answering this yet because we're going to do a video on this. We'd be spoiling it.
Yeah. It's weird because I'm just going to give a little tease, though. I think we're going to be a better team than we were last year, but I think our record might be worse.
Yeah, I think I'll say this. I think T-Bass will probably agree with my answer. Like, I think he wants us to be like, we're going 15-2. It's going to be realistic, but it's still going to be decent.
Yeah, no, I mean, and that's the weird thing with the Bucs. Like, we coming in this week, we all think the Bucs
suck.
Well, exactly, but no team has their identity yet. Week one, everybody's kind of up in the air. You don't know who you are at this point of the season. So maybe the Bucs are going to find magic and be a really good team. We don't know this yet. It's very early. Teams got to find themselves. That's what week one always makes me nervous.
Bucs are the only team that does have an identity. Them and the Cardinals, ass.
Well, and you're assuming they're both trying to tank to get one of those top two quarterbacks.
All right, mailbag is empty. It's on the floor. It's spilled all over the place. Greatly appreciate all the wonderful questions. We'll be hot and heavy all week because it is game week.
It is game week. It's already here. I cannot wait. So damn excited. Remember this. If you could fold a piece of paper in half 42 times, its thickness would reach the moon.
It doesn't make